Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Another hunk.
Well, it says we're live, and I've muted the screen so that there's not a feedback loop.
Oh, sweet.
That's what we were hearing earlier was
Ah.
and it was literally turning into those like, did you ever see that video of those two mobile devices talking, going, "Hi, I make," and makes the voice higher, and the other one would hear the other app going, and it would higher to the point that it would just be a like high pitched screech. Yeah.
No, I have not heard that one.
Oh yeah. Why, look at that. Well, it says we're live. And I've muted the screen so that there's not a feedback loop.
Oh, sweet. So do I hear myself talking back then?
Well, I don't think you want, because it'll be such a
delay. Confusing. I just need to see where the comments come out. Oh, there's chat. Yay! Yep. Well, I'll do the intro, I guess, for anyone who watches it later, huh? Oh, I wish I could see what the heck's going on, though, because I don't know. It's so delayed.
Yeah.
Yay, delay!
I'm not sure why it's different than last time, but at the very least, we are rolling.
Okay. Hi, everybody! Okay, well, I guess, so officially for anyone who's still watching this later on, my name is Georgia Reed.
You have 7 people watching already.
Yay! Well, my name is Georgia, and you're watching Ballerina Badass, and welcome to Pointe Shoe Party number 2. The party where you bring your pointe shoes, sew, talk, chat, share questions, your rants, your raves, everything else, all things ballet. And I figure since we spend so much time sewing, why sew alone? Anyways, so I have my last pair of Grishko Nova hards and my last pair of the mediums, so I'm going to sew those up tonight. I may only get to 1 pair depending on how long, so it always takes longer than you think. Oh my god, it's Brack! Hi Brack, I love you too! Oh my god. Here, I'll type it in. Yeah. And if any of you can see what I'm doing in this moment, which you may or may not, I am working on cutting out more pieces of fabric because I sometimes use elastics, but sometimes I use fabric in place of elastic. It looks like this. So it ends up looking like this. I got the idea from a Pointe Shoe book where they talked about, I think it was Nina Ananiashvili who does this with her shoes. And the elastic, the elasticity of the fabric, it makes for like a smoother overall finish instead of like, you know those little bunchy wads? I get the bunchy wads on my elastic shoes. Oh gosh, does that make sense? So between the spaces between the elastics, they're pulling up on the shoe, and then there's like this little bunch in here. But when I use the fabric, it just sort of molds to my whole foot, makes it, I think, look prettier. And that's what I'm always going for, is looking prettier. So, ta-da! Ooh, ooh. I think I'm starting pointe next year, but maybe this year if I practice more. Yay, Brack! So where the name come from Ballerina Badass? Okay, good question, Manga12. Ever since. Anyways, I went with Ballerina Badass, so there you have it. Plus, I think it sounds kind of funny. Does that make any sense? Okay, so there you go. Also, though, more than that, it's because I think that sometimes ballet can get a little stuffy. People see it that way, and it's misconstrued to be like this foo-foo thing, and it's like, no, it's badass. It is like a sport, only harder, and it's athletic, and it's artistic, and it's, you know, death-defying sometimes. You know, we do some pretty crazy things, and I think it is badass. I think it can be sexy. I think it can be silly. I think it can be sophisticated. I think it can be all those things. So that's the other reason why. So that's my final answer for now, for today. Okay, what else? Oh, Georgia, do I like cats? Yes, I love cats. Sounds like someone that is half dressed in punk style and the other dancewear like Pretty in Punk. That's adorable. I love Pretty in Punk. Someone should make a song about that or do some sort of, I don't know, branding on that. Brack Thomas Fisher says, I was Giselle for Halloween 2 years ago. That's awesome. Okay, Brack, were you Giselle Act 1 or Giselle Act 2? I want to know. Okay, back to cutting. Well, let's just start with that piece. And do another piece. That's a little messy. Trimmy, trim, trim. I'll let these two trim. Because see, I'm not really. I want to make love to your feet. Okay, seriously, women love toe wiggling in their shoes. No, don't be talking about making love to my feet. There's going to be kids on this channel also tonight, so please keep it G-rated and no discussing wanting to make love to feet, because dancer feet are so dirty and icky anyway. Really don't. Just don't go there, or I will have to kick you off of the channel, and I don't want to do that. I really don't. Onward. Yeah, I know it's badass, raw, and hard, and tears the human body apart. Does! Yes, it does. Watch your language. Is there a language thing on this? I don't think there is. Please watch your language, little chat people. But yeah, I think ballet is amazing. I really do. Is anyone else out there sewing their shoes tonight? And if so, what kinds? I'm actually thinking about, I'm researching block shoes right now for my next season with my season with South Bay Ballet. This will actually be my first season with South Bay Ballet, and I'm really excited. And we have Nutcracker coming up, and then we're doing a mixed rep, and then we'll be doing Midsummer Night's Dream in the spring. So I'm going through these Grishkos pretty darn fast. So I'm thinking of finding something even harder, and maybe, I don't know, something that might support my bunions a little bit more. We'll see. But in the meantime, use what you got, right? And I was cutting them slightly with my slicer, not all the way through, but just a little bit to coax the break to happen at a certain point in the shoe. But I think with these, I'm just going to leave them alone. But the only concern is that then they break lower sometimes, and then they're even more breaky. No, not yet. I think a little longer. We're cooking brownies, by the way. Baking brownies, I should say. Ooh, more comments. Yeah, just look at, oh my God, Darcy Bustle is the business, right? Manga 12, totally. Love Darcy Bustle. She's just everything. White Dog Black Cat says, hello, I'm new to Pointe. I got my shoes 2 weeks ago. Any tips for newcomers? Oh my gosh, so exciting for you. I'm so excited for you. Okay, so everyone here in my community, help them out on this one. My tip is definitely be gentle with yourself. Take your time. Do your exercises and don't rush ahead. You want to get the good technique right now. If you get good technique and do those slow exercises at the bar, rolling up, rolling down, rolling up, rolling down, in a good first position, not that overturned forced one that's just coming from your toes and ankles, but not from your rotators, which is much healthier. You will set yourself up for success on Pointe. If you try and go too fast, you can really hurt your feet. And depending on your age, if you're younger, if you're in your early teens, you know, your body's still growing and you don't want to do permanent damage to your feet. So be really careful. Do those basic exercises. I still do them every day. I was just talking with someone else on here about doing tan levés, like jumps on 1 foot in coupe over and over again, tan levés, like 100 on each side to make my ankle stronger. It seems like a basic step, but it is very effective. Okay, what else do we have here? She tore herself apart after years and years. Yeah, Darcy Bustle did, but I don't know. I mean, I thought that she turned out okay. I was watching videos of her afterwards, and she looked like she was pretty happy. Did Darcy Bustle like do a lot of major damage? I didn't know that. That's something I did not know. Oh, Brack, you were Giselle Act 2. Fabulous. If you have a photo, I hope you're going to post it on Instagram because I think that we would all love to see that. I follow Brack Thomas Fisher on Instagram, you guys. You should totally follow him. It's Beautiful Ballerinas on Instagram, and he posts all sorts of really inspiring, amazing videos of professional ballerinas from all over the world dancing. So it's a great account. Highly recommend. No, I don't stand up on my bare toes. No, no, no. Not safe, not good, not for me. I know there's people out there who can do it, but I am not one of them. So I always have pointe shoes on when I am standing on my toes. Okay, we're just doing this. I'm just doing not even barely a slice here, just to encourage this shank. There we go, just to break a little higher, and that'll actually make the shoe last longer for me. Everyone's individual. All right, I'm going to darn the shoes last because I want to just get the sewing done. Let's get some ribbons on these puppies. I'm going to have to take ribbons from old shoes. I've got You guys are gonna love this. This is my toe shoe bin. These are all older shoes, used shoes, and I'm going through right now and seeing if I can't fix up a couple of pairs just to get a few more wears out of them before they finally just die for good, because my technique has improved so much that I think, I lift out of my shoes so much more. I'm not so reliant upon the shoe. I think I can get maybe at least another 1 or 2 rehearsals out of each pair, and that is well worth it. Oh my God, and believe it or not, guys, I have a pair of Gainer Mindens that my friend Jennifer Sider gave to me a long time ago, and my feet, since I've gotten stronger, they've actually spread a little bit. My toes have actually lengthened. They're not so clenched up. They're actually, because I've been really spreading my feet into the ground and melting them like a Hershey bar, which has given me so much more strength and improved my overall alignment, that now these actually fit. And I don't know if I want to try them or not. My coach is not a fan, but I want to give them a shot because you never know. And then I have this really fabulous pair of Rubias by Russian Pointe. I need to finish sewing them. I think they're a little short on me, but I still want to give them a shot. So let's see if I have some other ribbons I can take. How about these? Let's take these and where are you? It's up the Rubias. Not. Okay, I'm moving the bin. The bin of magic. Bin of magic goes over there. There's one. Let's take this. Nah, don't. Let's just take these off of these old Freeds. I love Freeds, you guys. I adore Freeds, and unfortunately, they fall apart so quickly. Ooh, we have more things. I also wore the tutu to school. Yes, we did. Work it. And then we see da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, in Titanic? God, I'm not a big fan of Titanic. I'm sorry. I was more of an English Patient fan. I just thought it was way more romantic, but that's me. Just 2 edgy questions from me. Have you ever worn pointe shoes made out of leather? No. And do you have the inner child that likes to crush the rosin and love the sound of how it explodes? Oh yeah, absolutely. Crushing the rosin, there's such a satisfying thing. It's almost like bubble wrap, right? It's like pop, 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 pop. So when you crush that rosin. But I dance on Marley mostly, and we oftentimes they don't want rosin on the Marley, so I don't get to experience that as much. Now I just use rosin. I will actually rub rosin onto my heel over the tights, so that then the tights become a little sticky and the shoe will stick to the tights, so then the heel doesn't come off. Because I don't like the way it looks when this thing that's kind of going on right now, where they take the tights off the back of their heel, or they cut the heel out. I just don't like the way it looks. That's just me, whatever reason. So I've taken to putting rosin on my heel instead. Do you like the musical The Phantom of the Opera? Absolutely. My mom and dad used to play it in our car all the time growing up, and I would sit in the back seat and sing it at the top of my lungs. I am not opera trained. I do love musical theater though, but that was just my favorite. And yet I've never seen it live, and I am still dying to see it live. There's some really great ballet parts in it too. My friend Laura Martin, not from school but from New York City, she actually performed on Broadway in Phantom of the Opera, and she was a ballerina with Miami City Ballet. She was gorgeous. I mean, black hair, blue eyes, perfect, amazing, tiny, beautiful, and so sweet. And she worked in Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. It was really cool. What else? That's too bad. Do you go barefoot a whole bunch? No, I don't. I usually have my feet in my Uggs because it's nice and comfy. I want to be the first male to play Christine on Broadway. Do it. I say go for it. If you can, if you have the chops to sing it, I mean, I think, for me, the most important thing is the talent. That's just me, for live performing. Ballet, opera, theater. It's not so much about what you look like, I don't think, but that's me. Okay, so I got the ribbons off of you. Let's get some ribbons off of you. I want to be in Cabaret. Liza Minnelli. I would really like to meet her and try and be cool. I think I could be cool around her, but then I'd have to leave the room quietly and freak out a bit. But I would kill to play that role. I don't know if I'm necessarily right for the role of Sally Bowles, but I'd love to do my own rendition of it. So, of course, You can do the whole audition a million times and, get on the national tour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Time Warner, you are our friend. No, we're not streaming because no one can see us. Oh, we may be good now.
It's good now.
We might be good now. It says stream status good.
Yay! Okay, I know, right? What's up with the Time Warner Cable and our Apple computer do not get along. So it's like every so often, it's like, you know what? I don't feel like working anymore. Do we have any Kleenex, babe?
Yes, we do. I'll get some.
Yay! By the way, if y'all don't own a seam ripper, get one. It's magical, it's marvelous, and it's really great for ripping out seams.
Get two because they vanish.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go.
Pardon me.
There's no space for cats now. How are you going to have cats in the video?
No cats. Okay, maybe a I know JoJo's going to want to be in it. I've sheathed the evil spiky thing. Okay. Seriously, you need to go bye-bye. Aw. Okay. Do you know the sequel, Love Never Dies? No! There's a sequel? Are you serious? Weird. Let's just put him in a timeout. We're putting you in a timeout, mister. There. So there. No, sorry. Zoned out for a second. I have not heard or seen Love Never Dies. Is it good? Is it as good as the original? And is it by Andrew Lloyd Webber? That's what I want to know. And by the way, does everyone know that Cats is back on Broadway? Cats the musical. That was the first musical I ever saw on Broadway when I was 10, and I loved it. And I know it's cheesy, and I don't care. I think it's fabulous. Another role I'd like to play, the white cat. I know, right? So cliche. But that one's a ballet role. Really, though, let's be honest. The role I really wanted to play was Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, my God. I always want to play the male roles. Isn't that funny, Brack? Because you always want to play the female roles. I love to play the male roles. But I still like to be the girl who lifted and partnered. I don't know if I want to lift all those guys. Okay, I don't know. Maybe not so much. Okay, ooh, can we touch this down just a little bit? He says, "Oh, no cats, that no fun." I know. Wait, there's a kitty back here eating. Here, let's just.
She's like, what?
Kiki, come say hi. Where's your mama? Come say hi. Kiki said, "I'm gonna keep eating." Aw, you're a little scared of the fan, aren't you? You're gonna give another pill. I know you don't like JoJo. She and JoJo don't really like each other very much. Here, come here, cute. Here you go. Back to sewing. See, that's the thing. Kitties are interrupting. This says thank you. Oh, I know, right, Annie? What is up with that? So we put him on a little timeout. Can't be here anymore. Time after what? Christine and the Phantom have a child, and Meg. Oh my lord! Wow. Okay, Bragg. That's some hardcore stuff. All right. So now I'm going to. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get the drawstrings. I don't like drawstrings on shoes very much. I'm not going to lie. Let's see if we can decide which shoe goes on which foot. We'll do this one first. This should be good. Hi, you leaving?
Yes, do you need the oven on for baking the shoes?
Oh,
later?
yes, that would be great.
How soon do you need it? I don't want to feed you too soon.
Yeah, let's leave it for now. Yeah, we can do it later. Okay. That's cool. For all of you all who don't know about baking your shoes, jet dry glue is a great way to go. And I also have crazy glue if you want to harden your shoes, but also I will use shellac spray. I spray the inside of the shoe, and then I put it in an oven that I preheated to 400 degrees, but then I turn the oven off. And then I put the shoes in the oven, and as the oven cools down, the shoes just sit there and bake, and they get nice and hard again. So, great way to get another couple of runs out of your shoes. That feels pretty good on the left foot. What do we got here? Oh, it's pretty and has eyes the same color as my black one. I know! That's Kiki. And he looks like my kitty, Smokey. Oh, I love that name, Smokey. Oh, he thought he was a dog. I love dog cats and cat dogs. I love those animals. They're trans animal, right? It's cool. And then what does this say? Giselle inspired me to start ballet. Oh, yeah, Brack, I know. That's such a great ballet. I like dancers. as attractive. I try to be a little better mannered. Thank you, Manga. Please be mannered. Always. Okay, that feels good. My left foot is just slightly bigger than my right foot, so I always have to try the shoes on and make sure that they work. I recommend anytime you go out and purchase a new pair of shoes, try them. Make sure that they fit. And what's funny, guys, by the way, I have a couple of pairs of shoes that I don't know if I can use anymore. Where did they go? Here we go. I've tried selling them on eBay. I didn't get a bite. Maybe I priced them too high because these suckers were $90, and I was like, well, I'd like to get 70, but at this point, maybe I'm only going to get 30. They're Russian points, and they're oh gosh, now I don't remember. I'm a little sleepy here, aren't I? Because it's Sunday, and I know tomorrow's going to be busy. Anyways, I can give you guys, if anyone's really interested, I can send you the size. I'm a street shoe size, around 7.5. But when I tried these on, I hadn't yet started my full-time training with my new coach, and my feet were still, I think, much more pulled in. They felt great at the store, but now, every time I try to put them on, they just feel too small. I don't know, like, yeah, my big toe is really, it's pushing back, and I don't like that. Now, I could, in theory, really squish out, I could really squish them and try, but here's a pair. I did use one pair and sewed it up and put it on, and it still doesn't feel great. I just think that someone else could wear these and get a good use out of them. Anyways, if you're interested, message me. I can send you details and make me an offer. I have 2 pairs, and I don't know what else to do with them, so we'll see. What do we have here? I think you killed the mad scene. Oh, Brack, wow, thank you. Thank you so much. That was my favorite part. I studied acting for years. I performed off-Broadway, and in film and in television. I'm on IMDb, if you all even know or care what that means. But I love acting, and what I really love is dancing that has the elements, of good acting, because I think that's what elevates the art form. And I don't mean just story ballets. A Balanchine ballet, it doesn't have to be acted out, but I want to see passion and feeling and impetus and intention in the dancing, and that's just what I like. So I like bringing that to my work. And someday I thought it'd be cool to have some sort of master class called 5, 6, 7 act. But I'd love to help ballet dancers learn how to act in their dancing. I think it'd be neat. And I think there's already people out there doing it, but I would love to bring my own perspective to it. So now I like to write on the shoe left and right just as I'm working on it, because then when I sew it, I know where I'm going to put the elastics on each shoe. Each foot's a little different. What do we have here? So, been so long since I've worn pointe shoes. Can you tell us a little bit about the difference between Gainer Minden and Grishko Novas you've been wearing? Absolutely, Annie. Just a second. Let's see here. You like the legs and stuff. That's awesome. Manga's going on about if you did damage and kick, and the dancers have fast flexibility to kick just about anywhere you get kicked by martial artists. So true. It's funny. I walk around the house and I get bruises. Hi, Jojo. This is Jojo, everyone. If you don't already know him, he's a bit of a star. You need to clean your butt, Jojo. Yes, you do. I know, I wouldn't want to do it either, personally, but anyways. It's nice to see you, mister. I think I embarrassed him a little bit. Sorry, Joe. Annie, okay, you wanted to know about the difference between the Grishko Novas and the Gainer Minden. All right, so this is just my opinion. If you are really looking for more details, you should talk to the experts at each toe shoe company. It's great. I actually wrote Block and asked them a couple of questions, and they wrote me right back with detailed information and advice, which is one of the reasons I love the Block company. But I haven't done it yet with Grishko and Gainer. So here's a Grishko Nova. One of the features of the Nova is that there's a little bit of a soft cushion right under here to make it more silent. It does a little bit, which is nice, instead of having to bang the shoe to make it quiet, which actually will then weaken the shoe. And then here's the Gainer. Now, Gainers, they've got a really wide box. They're not, I think they're made of more synthetic-y stuff, quite frankly, you guys. I mean, it's like there's weird foam and funky stuff in here. This is just like canvas, satin, glue. These look more engineered. And they're bendy. Like everything's really bendy. I don't feel like a lot of shank in here. I think there is shank under here somewhere. Let's look. Let's look, shall we? Rippy rip. Okay, see there? There's this blue stuff. Oh, sorry. Oops. Anyway, somewhere under here, I do see some shank stuff. Uh-oh. So maybe don't rip your gainers. Oh, Lord. What I've noticed with the gainer girls is that they seem to have a lot of confidence in their turns. Everyone who wears them swears by them. I've seen, like, I think they look beautiful on Joy Womack, but I don't like the way they look on Jillian Murphy. That's my own personal opinion. No offense, Jillian. But who cares, because Jillian's such an amazing ballerina, right? She's beautiful. I mean, you know, I think she's absolutely beautiful. So who am I to judge? But, you know, I'll have to give you more information once I've tried these out. I will try them out. I just don't know how far I'm going to get with them, because they're already really squishy anyway, and I like something a bit stronger. Let's just get stronger. Okay, more comments below. Ooh, we have more comments below. Well, let's see them. What are they? New York City Ballet style as well. Oh, manga, yeah. They are... New York City Ballet is just incredible. You know, I've never had the desire to dance for that company ever, because I like a different style, and I like how it looks on my body. I've never thought that the New York City Ballet style looks very good on my body, but that's me. So it's never been that big a deal. However, I love performing George Balanchine ballets, and who looks the best doing those ballets? In my opinion, New York City Ballet. Just an opinion, but anyways, I feel a little bit hypocritical, but they are amazing. What else? This year my high school did the Addams Family musical. He played Pugsley and had a solo. Yes! Work it out! I love it! You're like really going for it, Brack. That's very cool. Okay, I'm trimming these. Trim, trim. Oh, and something else I'm doing now, I am sewing extra elastic across here to help hold in my arch, because my arches just, I don't know if you can see, but they push through the shoe and it just breaks down so much. So I don't want too much of a higher vamp though, because then, if that's the right word, oh God, is that right? But I don't want it too much higher, because then I can't roll through, because it hits me at a weird place and it hurts. So I need the elastic in here, because then it holds my foot in, but I can still roll through. Anyways, that's what I'm going for here. Just the right foot. Right style. Okay, now let's sew some ribbons, y'all. Ribbons! I've been this long enough, I pretty much know where they go. That's really helpful. Thanks, I wore Freeds forever. Oh, you're Wahoo! Annie, oh my God! I wanted your Freeds so badly. Oh my gosh, if they had fit. Just because I love Freeds. And, you know, for me, it's like they die in one use. Although I've heard that the studio Freeds, Ashley Ellis B at Boston Ballet, she's a principal ballerina with Boston Ballet, and I want to think she wears studio Freed rehearsals. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. It's on her Instagram, but I think now maybe they're making some stronger shoes that might actually last more than one wear for me. I would love, I don't know, I just love pointe shoes. Do I sound like a total dork, you guys? I love pointe shoes. Yes, I do. Love them all. It's like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Okay, let's see what else. Do I like the idea of the foam and plastic stuff? Yeah, I would concur with that. You know, if you ever get a chance, to, you know, to just try on a friend's pair carefully without ruining them, you might do that. Sometimes I've just tossed on a pair of one of my friend's shoes to see just what they feel like at the bar without breaking them or anything, and that's helped me too. So I'm gonna try that. Ciao. Bye, Manga. So nice to have you on here. Well, it's been nice chatting with a famous person. Oh yeah. I hope you have a great night at work, and I hope that I will see you again here on my channel. I really appreciate your comments and being so polite and fabulous. Thank you, Manga12. Bye. Annie says, I love them too. Until they get a lot stronger, I'll stay in my flats, but check out the others too. Nice. Annie, that's so smart, girl. You know? So smart. I think, sewing and talking is a little difficult sometimes, guys. What do you do with all of your old pointe shoes? Hey, K-Fish, how are you doing tonight? So, sometimes, like when I did Becoming Giselle, I signed them and I put them in a beautiful shadow box with a photo, and I sent them to my sponsors that helped me prepare for the performance. Sometimes I've donated them to, I don't know, like auctions. I actually had somebody buy a few pairs off of me for their own artistic project. I'm so hoping that, Julia, if you're out there and watching, I hope that you're feeling better, and I can't wait to see your finished creations. She's an artist who will paint the shoes, I think she's going to, and I'm very excited to see what she does with them. So all those different things. I think maybe I might do another Pointe Shoe giveaway soon. We'll see, but it would be like a signed pair. So yeah, but as you can see, like tonight, I'm trying to get as many uses out of them as possible. That's what I do. What else? Amanda says, do you have any advice for spotting? I'm naturally blind in my left eye, and despite my many years of learning, I can't figure out how to properly spot on my left side. Haha. That's interesting. Amanda, hi, how are you? And awesome that you are dancing and you are naturally blind in your left eye. My mom actually went blind in both eyes later on in life, and that sucked. So my heart goes out to you, but it sounds like you are just working right through it and kicking some ass. So that's great. What I have done, what I've been working on, when I first came into the studio with my coach that I work with now, I could not spot for anything. And she actually said, get your eyes checked, make sure that you can really see. So I went and got my eyes checked. My eyes are fine. So it was just that I had a slow spot. So what she had me start doing was, first of all, every time I'm doing a pirouette, I look right in the mirror at my eyes, and I try and catch my face every time. It sounds like, well, doesn't everybody do that? But I don't. My spot I realized when she made me do that, I realized how much I was changing my spot all the time and not really making eye contact every time I turned around. But there's a really great exercise you can do, and you're going to hate it, but then you're going to love it. So I'll have to do a video on it for you guys. I'm just going to try and explain it to you here for now, Amanda, but I will try and set up a video of this. But you know chaîné turns? You know that really basic step you do as a kid where it's like you go, open a second, close, and you sort of flip over with one foot, and then you spin around again. Let me see if I can. This is going to look so silly, you guys, sorry. But it's like, and open second, and close. Well, and then you spin around again and open second, and close. Well, while you're doing it, you're spotting. So you find a spot on the wall across from you and make it up above, okay? Not your turns. So I will try and do a video on that, and I hope that at least gets the ball rolling for you. And then also, like I always like to say, do more research on YouTube, see if there's other videos that give advice on spotting, because maybe there's some other information out there. I always love to cite Catherine Morgan as a great resource for classes and tips and how-tos and things like that. She is such a sweet woman, amazing dancer, and inspiring person. So check out Catherine Morgan's channel if you haven't already. Do you have a book coming out? Brack, oh my God. So the book thing, I have so much to write about. I know that sounds silly, but I have my blog right now where I'm inputting a lot of my data, and it's ballerinabadass.wordpress.com. And I'm gathering my old journals, and I'm figuring out, what my outline is going to be, and then I have a lot of stuff written already in the journals. I just need to get it transferred and then made into sort of a whole piece that will be something people will want to read. My personal journey in dance, and then also my comeback into ballet. And I have to be honest, my mom passed away last October, and that really put a hold on everything for me. I have a documentary on my ballet mentor that I'm working on that I have to finish, and I wanted that to be done last Christmas, but it won't be done until this Christmas, because I don't know, you guys, if you've ever been through someone's important in your life passing away, it floored me. It really did. So I do have a book that I am working on, but it is going to take longer than I want it to, like everything. And I will keep you posted. That's the best answer I can give you at this point. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. I'm so glad. I hope that helps you. This is so much fun, you guys. I just have to admit. Push it down, push it down. I should be in the splits while I'm doing this, but nope. Today I just did physical therapy on my body, doing some of those really slow, boring, but really helpful exercises, on the floor, just gently rotating my hips and doing pelvic realignment and using my rotators to slowly open and close my knee just a little bit and that kind of stuff. My body loves that. And then it's funny, the next day I'm actually more flexible when I've done those silly little exercises. So I love it. Love it. I love using waxed thread. I don't know if y'all are into that, but this is Kroger waxed dental floss, nice and cheap. I also have the Johnson & Johnson mint waxed, but that, oh, it's still white, so it's just easier to pull out if you need to pull it out really fast and fix the shoe or do a resew job. What do we got here? What's your favorite scene in Swan Lake? Oh, Brack, good question. You know, as much as I do love Act 2, because it's Act 2 and when she first enters and all that, my favorite is, which act is it? Is it Act 3 where they do the character dance and the music goes da 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 ba da dum bum 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 ba da 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 ba da dum bum 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 ba dum dum da da 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 dum dum dum. Anyways, it's one of my favorite dances in the whole wide world. One of my old ballet coaches, Marek Kolewa, he's from Poland. He's Vaganova trained, and he is a professor at Butler University, and he's been an artistic director of ballet companies all over the world and a choreographer, and he's just amazing. And oh my God, I had such a huge crush on him as a kid, and I will forever love him and his wonderful wife, Rossana Ruffo. He taught us the dance, that folk dance from Swan Lake, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So I think that's honestly my favorite thing in Swan Lake. So there you go. The music is just magical. I'm really a sucker for the music. If the music moves me, it's almost more important to me than the dancing sometimes. I don't know, it inspires my dancing. So, do you all feel that way? Which is more important to you guys, the music or the dancing? I guess you need both, but yeah. All right. I, for whatever reason, like to sew my ribbons on the outside. For some reason, it feels like it seems to pull up the shoe even more than if it's on the inside. I don't know why. It's my own predilections. Everyone has their own. Don't you love watching those videos on YouTube where they show like a montage of different dancers in like fast time preparing their shoes and what they use and all that from the professional companies? I watch those. I always find new tips and new tricks and things, and I think it's great. I need to find that Pointe Shoe book for you guys that I read at the library. It was such a good resource. One of the best ones I've ever found. It just had everything in it, and lots of advice from different professional dancers from like the 70s and 80s, but still totally worth it. Really, really good advice. So I like that. What do we got here? My favorite scene is the end of Act 2 when Odette turns back into a swan. Oh, yeah. It's a good one. It's a really good one. Lovely thoughts on acting and ballet. I grew up in theater and then started dancing when I was 13. Have you seen Liam Scarlett rehearse as dancers? Oh my God, Annie, yes! Okay, guys, I love this. So Liam Scarlett, resident choreographer for Royal Ballet, which, oh my God, Dream Company, right? That's on my Dream Company list. There are a series of videos on YouTube from the Royal Ballet, Royal Opera House. I think you have to do Royal Opera House, but it'll show you Royal Ballet. And it shows him actually working on choreography with his dancers. When he did, what was it called? Not Blue Violets, it was something else. It was this great scene in a seedy motel. It felt very Tennessee Williams. And then also you can see him working on Frankenstein. Oh, so good. So good. And it's interesting because with him, he's approaching it from the, here's what you're feeling in this moment, and then he would demonstrate it. So it's a very show and tell kind of approach. There's also the approach with acting where you can say to the dancer, if this was happening to you, how would you feel in this moment? How would you react? And then see what they come up with. I don't know. I think there's different ways to do it, but Liam's way is brilliant. So no question there. You should totally check out those videos. They are fabulous. And Annie, I love that you know about that. And she says he's also an amazing director to his dancers. His acting coaching is beautiful. I could not agree more. I would just kill to work with Liam Scarlett. I guess I'd have to kill a chair because I don't want to kill people or animals, really. Especially not animals. Love animals. But I would just, yeah, it would be an amazing, amazing thing to get to work with Liam. So that's definitely, God, Liam Scarlett. Yes, yes, work with him. To the Pointe Shoe gods. That would be cool. What else? So is Christopher H. at Scottish Ballet? I don't know Christopher H. at Scottish Ballet, which is terrible because I follow Scottish Ballet on Instagram. Another really fabulous company. I will have to check him out. Why do you like him? I want to know. And so, what does it say? And the part where Odette appears in the window in a deal, and oh, I know, Brack. Yeah, that part in Swan Lake, it's magical. Magic. All right, are you guys? When your needle gets stuck and it doesn't want to pull through, that's why you want to have your needle nose pliers on you at all times, so that you gently take the needle nose pliers, and I like to put it at the base of the needle, not at the tip, right at the base, so that it's just gently pull it the rest of the way through. Boom, done. Ta-da! Problem solved. Okay. Don't mind me while I sew here for a few minutes. My neck and shoulders are just, I can feel the tension today. I need to do some more tennis ball rolling out. If you've seen my tennis ball routine video, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Go in there. There we go. Yep, Brack, I saw your note about Giselle. Yeah. My favorite part in the Giselle Mad scene is when she starts imagining herself picking the flowers and picking the petals off with him one by one. That moment where it's like he promised that he would love me forever, and that he would marry me, and, you know, that moment of disbelief that someone could seem to love you that much, and then it turns out that it was a lie. You don't know, was it a lie? Was it all a lie? Or is it just that now he's changed? And I've been through that in real life. If you ever had your heart broken, that's some really good fodder for when you're on stage, reliving the moment. Good method acting it is. You can see lots of Scottish ballet videos. That company is seriously badass, girl. You should include them on your audition tour. Oh my God, yeah. I could not agree more. I will definitely watch more of their videos, and I have a feeling that, I would love to audition for them. Just love it. That's still just, it's what? Less than 6 months away? I don't know. Because usually the auditions happen in the spring, but we'll see. I have to start prepping that schedule. Da-da-da-da. Exciting. I can't wait to share that whole process with you guys. Okay, ribbons are set on one shoe. It's like 5 hours later. But let's just go a little faster, shall we? Okay, up there. Oh, yeah. Yep. Brack, you have Giselle just memorized. That's awesome, dude. That's so awesome. Okay, I think I'm going to use this on either shoe. Yep. Let's get that here. Time and sewing mode. Because I actually do want to get some things sewn. It's terrible, right? Okay. I'll put it right across there. Yep. Okay. I could be wrong. Oh, the streamer stopped streaming. No! Hold on, I think see if we can fix this. Wait for it, wait for it. Is it better? Yay! I think it's still on. Is it on? Yay! I think it is. What is it? How long does it take you to edit and upload your videos? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a good question. Let's move on to that then. Yeah. Depends on the video. When it's a dance vlog update, an hour maybe. I pretty much know. I know what I have in mind, and I've gotten to the point now where I can go through the footage pretty quickly. I can remember what I talked about, and I know what I want to get across. And but when I first started out, it took a lot longer. Just the main thing is adding in all the extras. and the music, and then putting everything in the description box, and then getting it uploaded, and making sure that it uploaded correctly, and then that stuff takes a little bit longer. Now, on my other videos, like, backstretch and all that, the how-to videos, those take a little longer. I tend to go through the footage. I'll write notes as I go through it all, and then I will assemble it in my journal, sort of like an outline of what I want to do, and then I'll go through and cut it, and then I'll watch it and cut and watch and cut and watch and cut. And the thing I love most is finding those opportunities to cut those few extra frames here and there that will just make the video tighter, more interesting, but then at the same time being careful not to cut out valuable advice for my viewers where I'm like, oh, I'm getting bored with this, and I thought, but they need to know this part here. That's important advice, or they might need to see that stretch again or a little longer. So I play around with that. So those videos maybe I'll take a couple of hours on a night, and then I'll let it sit as a rough edit, and I'll come back to it the next day once I've slept on it, and then I can look at it with fresh eyes. So, that'll take me a couple of days. But overall, full time to actually edit a 15, 20-minute video, still only around maybe 3 hours, 4. I don't know. But then there's the whole, if I'm going to shoot a video and conceptualize it and all that, that's a whole other thing. That takes a lot more time. So, does that help? Is that helping at all as I'm trying to sew while I talk? Let's see. Cool. Oh, Grim Reaper says yes. Hi, Grim Reaper. And Brack, I love that you. Well, I found out about Giselle when I first arrived at Alexander School of Ballet in St. Louis. They were performing the ballet that year, and I saw it, and I just thought it was gorgeous. I mean, it was just beautiful, breathtaking, and heartbreaking. I fell in love with it immediately. So, yeah. Ooh, Arabella Tan's here. Hey! Oh, she says, I'm going to be Swanhilda for the Wheat Paw and Coppelia. That's great! Any advice for keeping character in between steps? Oh, wow, what a great question, Arabella. Okay, first of all, Swanhilda, that is a fun role. That's not my favorite ballet, but she's a cheeky little monkey, isn't she? Anyways, as I say that, obviously I have opinions about her and judgment on her character. So, what might help is this might actually help you if you want to do it by yourself on your own time. Rehearse it on your own, not with the shoes on, but walk through the pas de deux as the music is playing and sort of say out loud what you're feeling in the moment. So it's like, I forget how that music goes. Da 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 na 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 na. And now I don't know what. I don't know if I really like this guy. Maybe the weed will tell me. Oh no, I can't hear it shaking. And it'll be totally dorky and lame and silly, and you'll laugh at yourself. But just walk around the room and sort of talk out loud what you're thinking in the moment. And he grabs your waist and so he's putting you in an arabesque, but really here's this guy who's trying to dance with you and get your attention. And is it going to tell you the truth? Is it going to tell you what you want to hear? Do you really like this guy or don't you? Are there any other guys in the village that you might have a semi-crush on? Or if you're not into guys, if you're like, I don't really even want to deal with boys right now, I'd really rather just go hiking, or I'd really rather be at home petting my cat who's over there ignoring me. Or, I don't have time for this, I need to be dancing and rehearsing. There's all those thoughts. Don't censor them, just let them all out. Write down any notes you have, any funny moments, and then let that just sort of sift into you. Then you go and you do the rehearsal, and in those moments where if you catch yourself thinking a little too hard or like, oh my God, this step, take a breath, turn, look your partner in the eye. I know it's hard sometimes, but when I have a partner I trust and I look him in the eye, I get so much out of that moment and I really connect with him. And just by connecting with him in the dancing, there's a authenticity that comes across to the audience. So that's my sort of initial recommendation to you. I can go a lot deeper than that, but is that enough to start with for now? Let me know. If not, I can keep going. Okay, what else? He says, thanks. You're welcome, Eddie. Ooh, Tweena1 is here. What helps your recovery quickly from all the dancing exercising you do? Great question. First of all, food and rest, okay? Definitely, I've learned for me, within 10 to 15 minutes after I finish class, I always have a little container of nuts on me and a little container of like chopped fruit, apples a lot of times, good fiber. And I will just reach in and eat like 2 slices of apple and even just like 3 or 4 cashews or walnuts or whatever, almonds, love almonds. And that gives me this immediate like zip of energy. I also put a green tea bag in my water. That gives a nice, wholesome kind of caffeine, but not too much, and it's really good, good antioxidants in my water. No sweetener, just the green tea bag. So I do that, and that gets me ready for rehearsal. And then after class, I give my body a really good, thorough rub down, or I'll sometimes roll on the foam roller, or what I do more often than not is I just ask my body, what do you need tonight? And it'll say, I need the heating pad tonight on my hamstrings, or I really need a hot bath with Epsom salt, or tonight I would really like if someone would give me a massage, or, would you just go on a little walk? I know that sounds funny, but sometimes just walking around the neighborhood after a long day of rehearsal sort of shakes out the muscles in a different way. But for me, I need at least 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours of sleep is a must for me. And when I go to bed, I have a whole ritual for my feet where I put, different kinds of salves on it in different areas to help them relax and help the skin heal for the next day. I could do a whole separate video on that. But those are some of the things I like to do. The biggest one, though, is breathing during class. Breathing in between the bar, between steps, during steps, finding those moments, and finding the moments within the dance steps to rest. So those extra pliés, that extra count, rather than staying tense and getting ready for the next step, is that assemblée, plié. And there's a moment there to let the feet relax and melt in the floor. Remind the shoulders to drop. Take a breath. That really helps. It's those moments in between the steps that can be a great opportunity to rest and recover. Oh, good. Live stream is pretty good. I know, right, Frankie? Hi, Frankie. Welcome. Thanks for watching. Okay, Amanda says, what are some of your favorite books on ballet? Mine would be Inside Ballet Technique by Valerie Gregg. Excellent book. Yes, if you have not read it, I definitely recommend it. It is incredibly helpful to any dancer. Did you guys hear that? Amanda, you are so right. Guys, you've got to check out that book, Inside Ballet Technique by Valerie Gregg. It is wonderful, and I have read it. Oh, God. So many great books on ballet. Now, are you talking ballet technique or just ballet in general? Because I like to read a lot of biographies on Baryshnikov. I'm reading one on Nureyev right now. It's taking a little bit longer because this particular biographer, I just don't care for his style of writing as much, but it's very, very good anyway. Martha Graham's biography by Agnes de Mille is amazing. It really goes into the details of how she started her company, how she found her style, all of the trials and tribulations she went through. Fabulous book. I love Twyla Tharp's book on creativity. Amazing. She talks about her choreographic process. Fascinating book. Highly recommend it. There's a really good book. Oh, God. Is it by ABT? And it has, I got to find it for you guys, but it's a huge book, and it's got every ballet step in it with full color photos of the dancers showing it. And it is amazing. I've got to find that one. Anthony Johnson showed it to me. If y'all don't know who Anthony Johnson is, he's a fabulous teacher out here in Los Angeles, and his company is called Ballet Magique. Love it. They do all kinds of amazing performances, and he recommended that book to me, so I've got to find that. I'll need to make a list for you guys and throw it up on my blog for you. Thank you for that question, and if anyone else has books that they recommend on here, put them in the chat, and I will mention them to everybody on here, because I love swapping book ideas. Manga says, oh, you're back, Manga 12. Hi. Oh, do you like tunes or comics? What's called manga? Yes, of course I do. I'm not an expert, okay? I used to watch more. I mean, definitely when Ghost in the Shell was revealed to me, it blew my mind. It will always be a favorite. I do love Attack on Titan. I did used to watch Bleach a lot. I watch a ton of cartoons, though, I won't lie. I do, because they're just fun and, not so negative. But I love Regular Show, Gumball. I actually watch Clarence some. I also do have, 2 stepchildren in my family, so it's easier to watch all that. But I've always watched tons of cartoons. What else? Adventure Time, but more Regular Show and Gumball. Yeah. And I used to be a huge South Park fan. I do still love South Park, but sometimes it just gets me down because it's just so like, oh my God, our world is so messed up sometimes. Anyways, but they're brilliant. Okay, what else? And thanks for pronouncing my name properly. Oh, I'm so glad I did. And anyone, if I pronounce your name improperly, please tell me and I will fix it. Because my best friend growing up, her name was Lara, spelled Lara, like in Dr. Zhivago, and people were always calling her Laura. And it's like, no, it's Lara. So I I do appreciate that, you know, you should always try and pronounce people's names correctly because it's their name. That's just the most beautiful sound on the earth to them. So, yeah. So there you go. See what I'm doing here with the elastic, y'all? I put a piece of toe shoe, ankle elastic in here to help hold my arches in. I'm going to cut off the excess. Yeah, you have such an inner child and speak frankly. Oh, yeah, major inner child. Some people say it's childish, but I try and be adult when I need to. I do. There are those days where, like, I'm tired of being an adult. I don't want to adult anymore. Stop. Oh, and then, let's see, Arabelle. The classic ballet is, classic. Yes. Lee Wilson's bio was good. Rebel on Point. Ooh, I haven't read that. It's good? You like it? I gotta read that one. I have been reading a lot of fantasy ballet. Astonish Me, The Cranes Dance Point. Okay, what is this fantasy ballet? I've totally been missing the boat on this. What is that? Tell me about it. I feel like I'm probably some kind of dork because I don't know what it is, but it sounds intriguing. Do tell. What else do we have here? Brack says, do you know of any companies, Nutcracker, I could audition for? Oh, hold on a second. Oh, and then you retracted your message. Okay, we'll leave that one alone. If you change your mind, I do think you can find ones to audition for, Brack. We can talk about that more later if you want. And then what else we have? Regular show is excellent. I know, right? There's so many moments where it's like, ham boning, and I'm like, I don't know, Pointe Shoe Lucky, right? Okay. And then I am more of a fan of Adventure Time. Well, very good. We did have an Adventure Time-a-thon the other day. What was that one where it was, oh my God, do you know the Adventure Time where they're like, oh, they're like, come in here. The frog, like, puts his head back and like little, like, worms are in his throat. And they're like, come in here to learn all these magical powers to become wizards. And like, yay. And they're like, first thing is eat a broom. And they're like, ugh. So they eat the brooms and they get these little stars on badges. And then it turns out that they become these magical wizards who basically have to grow old, preventing some meteor from hitting the earth. Are you guys even still with me on this story? I know, right? But it's hilarious and funny, and I love it. Check them out. If they're good, when I was growing up, there were some really good ones, and I've often thought how fun it would be to like write some ballet stories, and then I think I don't have any time right now, so I'll just start by writing my own biography, and then maybe when I'm old and decrepit and can barely, walk or something, which I hope I dance until I literally am in my grave, then maybe I'll write some ballet stories. What is my favorite role to dance? Mustache, cash, dash, trash, mash. Yep. Oh, Annie, Gelsey Kirkland's Dancing in My Grave. Have you read it? Yes, I have. At the time, so many parents were freaking out and saying, we shouldn't be reading it because she talks about her drug addiction and stuff. But I loved the book, and I found it very helpful. It was important for me to read to see where things can go if you don't have a good support system in place. And I love Gelsey Kirkland. She is one of my, found it, yay! She's one of my all-time favorite ballerinas. I think she is my favorite Giselle, hands down, because of her acting. And I would love to coach with her. If I could ever get a chance to go to her school and get a chance to take class with her, I think I would flip out. It'd be an amazing opportunity. But I think it's a very good book. I think that a lot of times that world is sensationalized and people think that because of that book, well, then everybody's running around doing drugs all the time. It's not the case. And that's not what Gelsey Kirkland's book is about the whole time. She talks about who is that woman? Is it something black? She had a coach that came and fixed her later in life and helped her recover from all kinds of injuries. There's all kinds of valuable information in that book that dancers can learn from. So, yeah, I guess my answer is yes. Okay, what else do we have? I live in Arlington, Virginia, and I really want to be Clara. Okay, Brack, start looking for all the companies, write them emails, write them letters, call them up, ask to audition. Just ask for the opportunity to audition or, say, could I understudy? Man, any opportunity you can say to somebody, I'd love to understudy roles. If you can afford, you don't even have to pay me, I'll work for free, which when you become professional, don't do that. But when you're learning and you're a student and you have an opportunity to understudy roles, understudy everything. That's going to be one of my videos, is understudy everything you can because it's such a great learning opportunity and you never know when the opportunity will come up that they will need you and you are ready to go and you can jump right into that role. A lot of stories of dancers getting their big break because of that. So, Jessica Elizabeth, hey, yay! Thanks for the autograph picture. It's on my wall. I'm so glad you liked it, Jessica. And then here we have, oh, Adventure Time is a great cartoon. I know, Frankie. From Alien Soup, it's 5 a.m. in France, but I'm here. I have to get up in 3 hours. Oh my God, Alien Soup, thank you for being here. I'm so jealous you're in France. I cannot wait to go to France. I would just, France is for me is like New York. I just know I'm going to love it. I just know I'm going to love it. And I can't wait to go there and dance, you know, either as a guest dancer or as a teacher or whatever I can. Probably more, anything just to get to go to France would be amazing, amazing, amazing. I love French dancers. I love the Paris Opera. Oh my gosh. So God bless you for being awake this early. I hope you have some delicious, delicious, fabulous cafe, coffee, and pastries and all the... I mean, I'm sorry, but here in America, it just seems like even your day-old bread over there tastes better than the bread here. So I know, I romanticize a bit, but that's kind of how it is. I can't wait. I'm actually teaching myself a little bit of French, too, because I want to be able to somewhat converse over there. Is that silly? Maybe a little bit. Okay, Arabella says, oh, cool. She's helping with the Brack usually declares like, oh, cool. Yep, Arabella's right. She's absolutely right. You know, I still say it can't hurt to ask. You know, there's a really good book, you guys. Sometimes it gets a little cheesy, but it's really good. It's called The Aladdin Factor. It's by the same guys who wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul, and it's all about learning how to ask for what you want. I highly recommend you read it. Yes, it gets woo-woo in some places, but they're also, you know, the two men who wrote it, it's two men, but they're not together. They're just friends, but either way, who cares? They're actually Christian-based, and they do talk about God at some point, but they come at it from all different angles, so it's not just that. It's really good. How to ask for a raise, how to ask for what you want, how to, I don't know, yeah, ask for what you want. So, well, I want to audition for GK Summer Intensive. Okay, I feel really silly. What's GK? Oh my God, the minute you say it, I'm going to go, oh yeah, duh. So I feel really silly right now, but I want to know what that is. And then Frankie says your videos are great, informative. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Frankie. I'm so glad. That's the goal. I could talk about this stuff all day. I love sharing it. It just feels good, you know? So, you know, I figure if I'm going to dork out on it, I may as well dork out with a community of people who will appreciate it. Okay, what else? Can you tap dance? Have you tried toe tapping? I love it because of the difficulty and rarity today. You're right. I've never tried toe tapping. I have tried tap dancing. I can do it. However, after I tap dance, it hurts to go back into pointe shoes because it's, you know, I'm going down into the ground and it uses different muscles, so I tend to stay away from it for now, although I do have a pair of tap shoes just in case, because I can, you know, shuffle off to Buffalo and fake my way through the basic stuff, so if they ever need like sort of a showgirl part, I can do that. But my mom loved tapping, and I love it too. Again, it's just a whole nother discipline that I currently have not made time to pursue. So there you go. And toe tapping, yeah, apparently it's so much fun. I've never tried it, and I kind of want to. Maybe that'll be the way I could do it, is the toe tapping. That would be the perfect marriage. Which, okay, side note, another dream role, American in Paris. Yeah, on Broadway. Yeah, the French girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. That would be, how would you say it? How would you say it? C'est si bon. C'est si très bon. Bon chance. He has like good luck. I know, but it would be amazing. Oh, what does this say? Or would you be worried about the hammering on your joints and bones? Yeah, man, see, you figured it out even before I could say it. That would be a concern. Do you know there are two different versions of the Black Swan pas de deux? Oh, yeah. Yep. Man, there's a whole history on just the way ballets have changed and been changed around, and it's fascinating. Oh, Jojo! Jojo! Whoa, Jojo. This is Jojo, for everyone who does not know. His name is Joseph. He got this name because when they got him, he was a little cup of joe. He just fit in the palm of your daddy's hand. A little cup of joe. Plus, my husband's middle name is Joseph, so. You are a Jojo. But we call him Jojo. Don't show the butt. Okay. Stink butt. Oh, no, we don't want to see that part. Oh, no. Good boy. I think he's hungry. Okay, we have more comments. Oh yeah, I like that scenery and dancing. Very vibrant costume at the end dance number. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know, right? Yup. Okay, and then what does this say? Kitty! I know, yay, Kitty. Oh, Kitty's gone again. Bye, Kitty. Talking about getting a big break, I would love to use the skills I learned massage, acupuncture, yoga, teaching to serve dancers in major companies. Do you have any advice? Tweena, oh my God. Dance companies need you. Absolutely. You know, there are a couple of people, if you want to DM me on here or my email, and you all can all have it. My email is, you can just email me at georgiareed@gmail.com, REED, Georgia Reed. Oh, you're back. And I can give you the name of a couple of people that you might ask for more advice on this because they are in physical therapy. So they might be able to help you further. But my first piece of advice is if you have a resume together and you have samples of your work and contacts or references, start going to companies and contacting them. Contact their physical therapy department. See what they say. Ask if they need services. I mean, yes. And in the meantime, you could start marketing yourself to guest dancers all over because we're everywhere. You know, there's a lot of dancers that aren't necessarily in companies who might benefit from your services as well, and who could then refer you to companies. If that helps, I hope that helps. But also, you definitely read that book, The Aladdin Factor on How to Ask. That'll give you all kinds of inspiration, and I'll bet you $10 to a donut you'll be in a company in no time working with dancers, and I want you to tell me when you get that job because I know the dance world needs you. That'd be amazing. Maybe you could also be an on-tour therapist. I'm sure even there's a lot of Broadway dancers that need your help too. So yeah, modern dancers, all kinds of companies that need what you offer. Okay, then what? Cute kitty. Yes, I would totally take your classes. Ah, alien. Oh my God. Yes, I know, right? Well, I'll tell you, to be a full-time ballet teacher for all ages, I think you need to be absolutely certified, pedagogical, trained, all of that. It's a very serious business. There's a lot of people who are teaching these little kids improper technique because they don't understand how bodies grow and develop, and they're doing splits too early and getting on point too soon or too late or whatever. And so for that, I'm not interested, but I would love to teach master classes all over the world because for me, I'm interested in coaching and I'm interested in with the acting aspect of ballet and with the performance aspect. So to do a master class where you're a guest teacher and you teach, one or two classes to a certain age girl where it's not going to hurt their technique, I think that would be the route for me. Plus, it's what I like to do, and I also love to choreograph. So those sort of things would be so much fun to do. Anyways, if you know anyone in France looking for that, please let me know because that would be so amazing. Okay, what else? One other thing crazy. When you are done, can you put on your shoes, show done, and chunk of rosin and pound it? I love the gritty sound and then do some dancing. Manga, no, not tonight because I don't want to put rosin on my floor in here, sorry, but I can create a video. I do those occasionally, like just some pointe shoe work, messing around. I could put one together and throw it up on YouTube for you, so you know what? Let me just make a little note of that. My little note here. Rosin shoe video for manga. I actually have a whole list of videos with shout-outs that I've got to finish editing. One about what's in my dance bag that somebody recommended. And I always try to make sure that I recognize who recommended I make the video. Perry Grateful. Oh, I wish Perry Grateful was on tonight. He or she, I think it's a she, makes the most amazing recommendations for videos, and I absolutely love it. And I've been working on those. So, okay, what does this say? Oh, please come to London. Tweena would love to come to London. If you have recommendations of who I should contact in London to be a guest teacher or choreographer, let me know and I will reach out to them because it would be fabulous to come to London. And then I will go immediately to as many Shakespearean plays as I can see and all things. Gosh, of course, the big wish is to see Nicholas Nickleby all 8 hours. Really? Really? At like the Rose Theater. I'm going to say these theaters wrong like a dork because I've been in the ballet room the ballet studio for so many months. At the Old Globe or the Rose, is that right? Anyways, yeah, that would be a dream come true. Even better. And then to like, oh my God, how cool would it be to like coach dancing to actors too? I don't know. But whatever. At the same time, it's with all of above all, you guys, for me, I don't know about you guys, but it's never at the expense of my own dancing. I love to dance and perform, and my favorite thing is to be on stage. So I have to keep doing that. I know there's a lot of people out there who their calling is teaching, first and foremost, and that's not me. That's secondary. I want to share my experience and progress and passion with everybody, but above all, it has to be through my own performing. That's just how I'm built. So, okay, what does this say? This says, what would be putting a person on point too late? Oh, good question, right? Well, what I mean is, I've seen dancers who are like in their mid to late teens, and they put the shoes on, but then because they're already in their teens, they want to be dancing at the same level as other girls their same age who've been dancing since they were 11 or 12. And the problem is the ones who started earlier got the proper technique and they built up their ankle and foot strength to where they can do the things they're doing at 15 or 16. And then I see these girls who are putting them on for the first time and they're trying to do all these tricks and turns and things, and they're not taking the time to do the proper steps at the bar to strengthen their ankles, their turnout, everything in their body that they need to dance properly on point and not get injured. So that's what I mean by that. I mean, it's never too late to go on point if you are doing the proper technique and taking the time. And it's, for a lot of dancers, for a lot of people, it's embarrassing. They don't want to start all over. You know, when I started over this February, guys, I kid you not, I was in a classroom with a bunch of sometimes 10 and 11-year-olds, okay, doing basic pliés, basic tendus, reteaching my body, things that I already knew but didn't know. And yes, there were moments where I felt absolutely embarrassed and humiliated. I'm like, are you kidding me? But I put that aside because all that matters to me is the technique, the training, taking the time to teach my body the right way. And in order for me to do that, I had to start all over again. But this time so much stronger and safer and better. And not everyone wants to do that. So you got to swallow a lot of crow. That's all I can say about it. Okay, next. And you can stay on your toes when you break it. Would love that. Yes, Mega, I will. Okay. And Bonnie says, oh, okay, I hope that was helpful. My favorite ballerinas, Brack says, are Svetlana Zakharova, Misty Copeland, Natalia Osipova, and Alina. Sadly, I don't know anybody for that kind of thing. Alien soup, that's totally okay. Don't even worry about it. But you know what? Just the fact that you brought it up here on this video for me tells me that I can start putting that out to the universe, opportunities to perform and coach in France. And it's funny, at least for me, when I put those ideas out to the universe or to God, if you believe in God, they tend to manifest themselves. It's kind of cool. So thank you for that. I think you have done everything you need to do. What else? Yes, I know, right, Frankie? Sorry about that. It does that. Yeah, it's back. Okay, good. Yay! I know, so frustrating. And we have about a little less than 45 minutes left, so I'm going to work on getting these ribbons on here, and then we'll slap on the elastic fabric. And what I do afterwards, you see this fabric is white, but I take some of my base makeup, like my powder, and I just tap it on afterwards, and that makes it a color that matches with my tights just fine. So, easy peasy. And then I do still need to darn them, but that's okay. I'll have the basic part done, so I can at least get them breaking in tomorrow in class. Back to school feeling, you know? I know we're not quite there yet, but I'm just really excited about this upcoming season, you guys. It's going to be a good one. A really good one. And I'm really excited about Pointe Club. I know there's another thing called Project Pointe. Is that with Joy Womack? I think so. She's amazing, by the way. If you want to get inspired, subscribe to Joy Womack's channel because she is incredible. First American girl to ever go to the Bolshoi, I think, or something like that. There's another girl who was in that movie High Strung. She's an American dancer who went over there, and I think she was the first American to become a principal at Mariinsky Theater. But Joy Womack, she does a lot of YouTube videos on her channel, and she wears gainers, by the way. She's a gainer minden girl. So if you want to know more about gainers, definitely check her stuff out. Okay, what do we got? Who's your favorite Disney princess? Brack, I love your comments. Sleeping Beauty. And then Belle. Sleeping Beauty and then Belle. Those are my absolute favorites. My mom's was Cinderella. She loves Cinderella. I love the music of Cinderella. But, yeah. What are yours? Let's see. This is your Arabella. Yes, so excited for the upcoming year. Arabella, what are you excited about? Oh, did you tell me what GK stood for? Great. What is GK that you want to audition for? Because I want to know. It's probably really obvious, and I'm going to feel so silly when you tell me, but my favorite is Snow White. I wondered if you were going to say Snow White, Brad, because I thought I saw you in a couple of Snow White costumes. Yeah, Snow White's fabulous. Did you see that YouTube video where they talk about, it's one where it's like Disney princesses, if they were their actual age and in their actual cultural ethnicity, so like they sing the songs in their original language, and they and it talks about what their real age would be and all that. It's such a fascinating video. I loved it. Check it out. Bonnie says, I have an intensive next week, and they put me in a level above mine to challenge me. Do you have any advice? It's not a big company like ABT or anything. That's okay. Frankie, just a second. Let me get Bonnie's question here. So, oh, Kelsey Kirkland. Sorry, side note. Yes, Kelsey Kirkland. That's so exciting. You're going to audition for that. Yay! Okay, so you're going to be in a level above yours to challenge you. Right, Bonnie? I would say focus. Watch the girls that are better than you, and if you get that feeling of jealousy in you, that's a good sign. That means that you have something you can learn from them. Learn from them, get inspired. If you feel that moment of jealousy, take that, turn it around. Oftentimes, I like to actually compliment a girl on something that I love about their dancing that I wish I had, and that takes the jealousy out of it. It actually inspires me to do better. And even if they try to give me that look like, if I come from an authentic place, they actually don't usually do that. They're sort of surprised. They're like, oh, thank you, wow. And that doesn't mean they're going to like me. That's not the point, but it just allows me to acknowledge their talents. There's going to be dancers always that are better than you, and dancers that aren't as good as you. There will always be someone wanting what you have while you want what someone else has. But if you're in a level above you, take that opportunity to learn everything you can from the dancers around you. Push yourself, definitely. Take risks. Try new things. Again, understudy everybody and everything you can. If you can, instead of doing the combination just once, if it's okay with the teacher, do it once and then go back around and do it again if you can. Try and do it twice or 3 times, and especially more on the left side, which that's a whole other story. We do things on the right side so much more than the left. If you can do things more on the left side, it'll keep your body balanced. There was a whole study done where it was proven that a lot of hip surgery and knee surgery happened more on the right side than the left because dancers perform more on the right than the left. So at the studio where I train, every other day we do everything on the left side first. So we end up performing more on the left to keep things balanced. So ramble. Let's see. Oh, yeah, she saw it too. Okay, yeah, isn't that video good? So then Frankie says, do your foot exercises... Ooh, wait. Do your foot exercises, treatments remove all the pain from your bunions from dancing and so forth? No, not all of it, Frankie, but most of it, actually. Before I was doing them, I felt a lot more pain. And also depending on what shoes I was wearing as I walked around town, regular shoes, wearing comfy booties really helps them relax. I will feel some pain occasionally, but no, I have to say, now that my technique is improved and I have better alignment, I feel a lot less pain. It's not completely gone, but I feel like it's more overall just regular foot fatigue than bunion pain. So, but that's me today. I mean, talk to me again in 5-10 years. Let's see how I feel. But at this point, yeah, those exercises have gone a long way to helping me, I guess. I guess that's sort of the answer. Is that good? I hope that helps. What else do we have? Oh, one of the things, Miss Georgia, what are your favorite colored points? She's like blue, also love black. I mean, pink is always my favorite. And then after that would definitely be black. Yeah. Yep. I've never had blue point shoes. Oh, red. I'm sorry. Stop. Red point shoes. For sure. I think they're fabulous. Also, I've never owned a pair, but they look amazing. So, yeah. Red would be cool. I think silver would be neat, too. I think there's a beautiful photo of Isabella Boylston wearing silver point shoes from Ballerina Project. That's interesting. I used to dance until I needed spine surgery, and that was on my right side. I was a right turner. Yeah, Twina. It's interesting, isn't it? I think that there's a lot to be said for dance studios having every other day be a left day. So you, instead of starting every combination on the right at the bar and in center, you start every combination on the left. I think it makes a difference. The Red Shoes. Oh, I know that movie, The Red Shoes, is so good. And I think, isn't Matthew Bourne developing a live show over in Great Britain called The Red Shoes? I think he is. Another person I would just die to work with, Matthew Bourne. Oh my God. I would just, what an opportunity. That's a guy who's melding dancing and acting in a great way, I think. Oh, my voice is trying to go. Eek. Okay. Finish the ribbons before it's too late. Okay. Let's see here. Give you guys a little update on the shoes. This is one shoe, by the way. See, ribbons are done and the elastic in the front. I still haven't darned them yet, which you can see from, here's a shoe. No, that's a meh. I'll darn the tips. And then, of course, I need to put on the elastic. Joy Womack said in the video that each pair of shoes for her takes 3 hours to sew because she uses a bunch of elastics on the bottom of her shoe to create this like toe pad thing. It's fascinating. And I haven't looked lately, but I'm dying to know if she has a video of herself actually taking the time to do the full toe shoe sew that she does. Because, wow, 3 hours per shoe. Dang, girlfriend. That's amazing. Because she is a principal ballerina with the Kremlin Ballet, so she must go through a lot of pairs of shoes, I would think. That's a lot of sewing, y'all. A lot. Okay. Ha! You're welcome. You're welcome, Manga. At some point you're coming to London, I can feel it. Yeah. Thank you for saying that, Tweena. I like that. Alright, London and France. I mean, may as well while I'm over there. That would be fabulous. Just fabulous. And then you'll have to be my tour guide. So, that would be so radical. Would absolutely love that. Very cool. Yeah. It's decided. The universe involved is decided. Okay, what else? London is one of my favorite cities. Oh, cool! Yay, you're talking to each other! I love it! Yes, converse, converse. The community is conversing. It's fabulous. Okay, now I want to know from Annie, why is London one of your favorite cities? I want to know. Is it the people, the food, the culture, the what? I just totally binge-watched, what is it, with Ava Green? Thank you, Penny Dreadful. If you guys haven't seen Penny Dreadful, it's not for children. Definitely an adult show. Who's the adult here, right? But oh my god, so good. And I haven't seen season 3 yet, so don't ruin it for me. Even though I kind of know what happens, I'm still pretending like I don't. I'm so sad it's over. But it's in London! Ah! Okay. Let's see here. I also want to play Elphaba and Glinda. Oh my god, I saw Wicked on Broadway with the original cast, with Idina Menzel and, what's her name? Christensen. Anyways, it was amazing. It was so good. So good. However, I do prefer the original book, Wicked, which I think is so much cooler than the musical. Sorry, guys, but I do. I wish someone would do it as a really dark, straight play or a dark, straight movie, but then, of course, it would have to be, like, rated R, and then kids couldn't go see it, and I guess if you're a movie studio, that wouldn't make sense, but it's a really good book. And then... Thanks, Manga. Keep up the good work with those foot exercises. Work toward getting rid of all the pain. Yeah, thank you, Frankie. Will do. Will do. What else? Oh, good. They're talking to each other. Pretty Dreadful's great. I know, right, Frankie? So good. I was so like, where has Josh Hartnett gone? And it's like, he's back, and he's fabulous. And also, I've been a huge Timothy Dalton fan. Do you remember The Rocketeer? I don't know if you do, but back in the day, Timothy Dalton was in it. Loved him in that. So yeah. Love, love, love. Okay, we have some frame here. No me gusta. No tenemos esto aquí. Mira. Voy a arreglarlo. Ajá. Ahora, continuamos. My eyes are starting to glaze a little bit, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't had dinner yet. Ooh, I still have yet to see Broadway. Someday. Oh. Oh my god, you guys, I'm such a dork. So I just sewed the ribbon from another point shoe onto this point shoe. Oh, what a dork. Oh my god, if my brothers were watching right now, they would have a field day with this. Dang it! No! Where did the... Okay, you guys have to be careful about this. I feel really silly right now. Well, so much for that. Snippity snip, and let's pull it out. But where did the sneaky... Where did the fourth ribbon go? There it is! Oh my god, you guys. It's scary. Maybe that wasn't a question for me and I feel silly. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. How long have you been dancing? Oh, are you asking Annie or are you asking me? You might be asking. If you're asking me, technically I started dancing since I was in the womb. I guess professionally, well, because I took 10 years off. That's the whole point of my story is that, I had an injury and stopped. Definitely over 10 years. Let's say 20 years. I think that's about right. Yeah, something like that. How long have you been dancing? Okay, and then what does this say? So do you crush your cigars out on the floor in the ashtrays instead of a basket? What do you do? Yeah, no, because I don't really smoke. Really not healthy. I love the whole process of lighting the cigar, and I've actually performed on stage with a cigar, and I had to actually smoke it when I was with Ballet Hispanico. But it's just so hard on your body, and I don't like the aftertaste, so no. But if you're being cute and funny, well, good on you there. And then, Nashville? Annie, oh my god. Do you have any idea? Okay, my family, I grew up, I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and we always would go on camping trips at the Smoky Mountains, which actually, side note, I want my ashes tossed all over Smoky Mountains and Stone Mountain in Atlanta. That is just one of my most favorite places on the entire planet. But I've never been to Nashville, Tennessee, and I would love to go. Oh my gosh, would absolutely love it. So funny, I went through my total, hot musician phase and dated this country singer guy, and we would always talk about Nashville and all its fabulosity, but it would be amazing. And I hear that Nashville Ballet is just beautiful, but I would love to come there. Absolutely love it. That would be so amazing. It would be fun to just do a whole tour. Oh, more comments. But Andy, thanks for saying that, by the way. Okay, wait, what does this say? Wait, okay, and he's just amazing, so you should go check out his channel. He's got a lot of things that he's working on, so he's always busy. So his videos don't come out as fast, but when they do, they're really good. FYI. But that's my little plug on him. Okay, so that's what I would do. Oh, well, I'm dying. Okay, and then what does this say? What's with the cigar? What with the cigar? I don't know what you mean by that. How'd you become the Ballerina Badass? Oh, did we already answer that earlier? You want me to answer that again? Honestly, I mean, Tommy kind of said I had to be that. I was looking at different names, like Ballet Renegade or whatever, but Ballerina Badass, it is badass, but it kind of sounds funny, too. Ballerina Badass. People laugh when I say it. They giggle. And it's a little sexy, and a little silly, and a little hardcore, and that's kind of how I am. And a little smartass, too. So all those things sort of mixed together. That's sort of how it became that way. When you took 10 years off from dancing, what were you doing to stay in shape? Oh, Tweena. So what it was I stopped dancing on pointe professionally and in ballet. I did keep doing some modern dance and jazz dance. Every once in a while I'd sort of sneak into a ballet class, but it was, really haphazard. So honestly what I did to stay in shape was I ran around New York City. I was doing acting, studying acting, working in film and television and theater. More film and theater than television though, honestly. And just being crazy, quite frankly. I just went through my crazy phase and hung out with friends and worked hard and I waited tables and I think that's how I stayed in shape mostly. I did do some, like I did Hell's Kitchen on Off-Broadway. That was a musical. I did all kinds of shows. I think, so that's pretty much how I stayed in shape. What does this say? Ooh, Bonnie retracted a message. I don't know what these retracted messages are, you guys. Like, what? My teacher's son gasped when one of my classmates was burning her ribbons. I know, right? Isn't that funny? But it works, y'all. You can use nail polish too, but burning is just much faster and easier and cleaner. He's only 5. Oh! Bonnie retracted another message. Bonnie, I'm dying to know what your messages are. Oh, I see what you mean, Manga, with the cigar thing. Got it. Okay, yeah, you're right. I have a friend who just loves cigars. He's always smoking them, and he photographs me a lot, and it's tough because, you know, I appreciate a good cigar, like when it's just out of its wrapper, the smell of it smells really good, but then when it starts burning, it gets really stinky, and that's kind of tough to be around sometimes. Nashville Ballet did a collab with my favorite artist, Ben Folds. It would be so cool to dance that piece they made. Ooh, very cool. Yeah. Keep me posted on what happens with that. I would love to see that. Very cool. What does this say? Just this is an ashtray that. Okay, you're getting the whole cigar thing here. That's getting hardcore. I can't keep up. Getting sleepy. Can you tell? I need to eat. Amy says, yes, collabs, yes, with local musicians. That's so great to hear. I love dance companies that are doing collaborations with live musicians. That's fabulous. Just the way it should be. Very cool. Okay, now that we fixed the ribbon fiasco, let's do this, shall we? Which way do I want to do it? This way. Okay. We'll do it from here to here. Alright guys, we are at the 24-minute mark. Just warning you guys when this sucker shuts off. I just want to say to all of you guys while I'm in the zone how grateful I am for all of you coming here tonight to join me for this. It's just so much fun. I want to do this once a month, so I will definitely keep you all posted on this. And I think it's just so gratifying to get to jam with you guys and talk and hang out and like a community of dancers. And, you know, one of my favorite hashtags is We Are a Tribe, because we are. And we need to support each other and be loving towards one another and challenge each other in good ways, you know. And it's, you know, the big competition is with yourself. And you can have healthy competition with other dancers, but there needs to be more love and support, like the way musicians, I think, are. Well, at least the musicians I know. I don't know, maybe there's evil ones out there too, but whatever. Okay, what does this say? You're right, Mega. No worries. Don't worry, you're not going to get knocked off or anything, Mega. You're totally cool. It's okay. I just am in Toshi's sewing crazy mode now because it's coming towards the end of our time together. Yeah. Brack is hardcore on his ballet collection of DVDs. It is amazing. Again, you guys, you totally need to follow Brack Thomas Fisher on Instagram. There's a fabulous account with all kinds of videos of ballerinas performing. I love it. It's very inspiring, so check it out. And what does this say? What a collection. I know, right? Oh, I can search Ben Folds project. I will do that. I'm going to write that down. Search. Nashville. Okay. It's fun to be frank and do a little dorking out. Yeah, it is. Dork out! It's free. Dork out! Of course, the problem with white is if you poke yourself and then you bleed, and then the blood gets on the white. It's easier when I pin it, so I'm going to do that. If I pin the other end of this, then it tends to stand in like this, baby. Ooh, let's do 2, and then I'll see how I feel. I wish... Peace Me wishes you all were here to enjoy the brownies that I made, because they look fabulous. They're my mom's recipe, and I love them. My mom would always say, oh, they're just a box recipe, but whatever box it was brilliant. And I still say it's her recipe, so there. She gets the credit. There we go. And you stayed quiet. I took last week off to go to camp, and I'm trying to stretch, but it's not working out so well. K-Fish? I hear you. Be gentle with yourself. I was saying earlier, sometimes the smaller, simpler stretches that seem really boring and lame, and you doesn't feel like you're doing a lot, will actually increase your mobility much better and much faster. I would do some searching on Pilates and gyrotonics, and especially Pilates. Just really small movements with your hips, and slow stretches, standing and just hanging over, letting your head melt down and your neck, and really letting your hamstrings release and relax, keeping your knees a little bent or trying it a little straight. Those kinds of slow, simple stretches will do wonders. Sometimes if you try and just keep forcing and forcing and forcing, yeah, short term you might get some flexibility, but long term, a lot of injuries, and you may not even see them until you're in your 20s, but you will pay the price. So I recommend, it sounds like your body is saying it needs a break, rest, go easy. And for me sometimes, if I go into ballet class, I won't even do splits until I've done my full bar, and I will take it easy and breathe through it, and I actually get more flexibility. It sounds counterproductive. Even I have moments where I'm like, no, I should be stretching. I need to look impressive and be badass and be doing my oversplits and all that. But then I listen to my body, and my body says, we are not ready for that yet. We are not warm, or we're tired, or we're feeling tight. Take it easy. And I tell you, when you listen to your body, it works out a lot better. So just FYI. Okay, what else? Okay. When we get to the 10-minute mark, you guys, I will just throw on what I have done so you all can see what got finished. And of course, I would have gotten more done if I wasn't talking, but also I wouldn't have had as much fun, and I would have gotten bored and annoyed and whatever else. Oh, I also love Bob's Burgers, by the way. That is a fabulous cartoon. In case you all don't know, it is very funny. I love it. I'm so punching my shoulder right now. Oh, liquor. Yeah, you know, funny thing. Liquor's really hard on you when you're a dancer. It's not great to drink, especially when you have to perform the next day. It actually causes your muscles to contract. You get dehydrated. So I don't drink as much as I used to. The same thing with caffeine, by the way. When I started drinking decaffeinated, oh my God, my body felt so much happier, more rested, more flexible. So, because caffeine also is hard on the muscles. I used to drink straight vodka martinis. I really love single malt scotches. So if and when I do indulge, which is rare these days, I like a good single malt scotch. That's really nice. Or maybe a beer, but really I've never been a big beer drinker. It's just a lot of yeast and a lot of calories. So, not my thing. But back in the day, I used to drink all kinds of stuff. Okay, what else? I try not to get intimidated by other girls doing crazy stretches at auditions. Don't overstretch. Oh my God, Arabella, right? I have the same thing. I see these girls with their legs behind their head. I know you all know who Dusty Button is. I'm like, oh my God, will I ever be that girl? I don't know. But I have to tell you, I don't know. I know I'm still a good dancer even if I can't do those tricks. Do I want to do those tricks? Absolutely. Am I working towards them? Yeah. But I can't make my body go any further than it can at this point. You know, I have to take my time and work into it. And maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. But it doesn't stop me from doing a beautiful performance on stage. Now, if there's a ballet where you have to kick your leg way over your head, at this point I may not be that girl. And sometimes that's frustrating. But I know, for me, even when I was younger, I was never the girl with the most amazing extension. But I'd go into auditions and I would do my thing. And my thing was to perform and to emote and to really feel the music. And guys, I got jobs. I got contracts with companies. People would compliment my work, and that doesn't make me better than those other girls. It's just that I had my own way of dancing, and I'm telling you, it's not everything, okay? It's not everything, and it doesn't mean you can't become a professional ballerina. So FYI, just had to have that moment. But also, I get totally intimidated, and I feel you. Okay, what else? Have you ever done Sugar Plum Fairy? Yes, I have. I've guested as Sugar Plum Fairy. I've had Sugar Plum Nightmares. I love the role, though. It is one of my most favorite roles still to this day. So, yes. And manga is talking about East wine. Oh, yeah. Sweet wines are good. I love your shirt, by the way. I know, right? The unicorn shirt? My friend Jennifer Kuhn, who is an amazing actress and cellist, she gave me this for my birthday one year. And this unicorn shirt is responsible. I'll wait for yours to work. Good. There we go, right? Oh, yeah. Tweena, thank you so much for telling people to listen to their bodies. Thank you, Tweena. I know. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta listen to your body, and everybody's body is their own, and everyone's different, you know? Okay, here, I agree. Amanda says, I wish I took it a bit easier on myself. A few hip and knee injuries due to not resting, so lately I've been focusing on taking things a bit more easy. Amanda, awesome. You know, I don't know about you, but I want to dance for as long as possible. And I know it can be hard when you're in a company, and I've been there. There's a lot of pressure. And, you know, if you don't produce or perform, they can just let you go, especially in America. But I think that if you are standing in your authenticity of what you want for yourself, company contracts come and go, but there will always be work for a truly dedicated, passionate dancer. And I think that we have a right to stand up for what we want as dancers and what we need and to take care of ourselves. So I don't know if that helps at all, but let's see. Hips and knees. Yikes, those are the big boys. Good luck. I know, right? Mm-hmm. You can recover. I've heard all kinds of stories of people who've recovered from all kinds of injuries, so you're not alone. Did you know that there are 3 different versions of La Solfège? I did not know that. I would like to dance La Solfège. I'm a big Les Solfèges fan. That is one of my all-time favorite ballets and one of my all-time favorite pas de deux with the music of Chopin. So, FYI. Have you tried kinesiological stretching? It is amazing. K-fish, yes, and I want to do more of it. It's so funny you said that because just today someone else mentioned that. So that's definitely a sign from God and the universe of doing more kinesiological stretching. Yes. It is wonderful. You are right. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. You're welcome. All right. Guys, how can I sew and talk at the same time? I know. Just do it. Just do it. I want Nike to also develop the catchphrase, just dance it. I'm sure someone else has it too, but I'm going to start hashtagging that on all my stuff. By the way, if you all are not following me on all the other social media, find me, follow me, live it, love it, tell me it's you, and tell me if you want me to follow you back. I have people who follow me on Instagram, but then they don't kind of say who they are, and they have private accounts, and I don't know who they are. I don't know what their account's going to have. I could follow it and then unfollow it, but I think that's kind of crappy. So I wish that people would be like, hey, I'm a dancer. I followed you. I'd really love it if you'd follow me back. You know, I have these kinds of photos. Please do. But instead, they just follow me, and then if I don't follow them back, they unfollow me. And I'm kind of like, are you just trying to get followers? That's not the point. If you like my channel or you like my thing, great, follow it. If not, don't. No sweat off my back. You know? It's just so silly, that whole follow nonsense. But anyways, I am Ballerina Badass, and I am on Instagram. I am on Snapchat, although I'm never on Snapchat, by the way, so I don't know if you ever do it. Vine, Twitter, of course. I do some Twitter. I don't have a lot of followers on Twitter, but I do it. I've had some great conversations with people on there. And on Periscope, I like to do like periscopes of stretching. That's sort of my thing. But there's a lot of really colorful people on there, so yeah. But YouTube and Instagram are my 2 favorites. Okay, any other? Remember Nike's Pointe Shoe? No, I don't. What's Nike's Pointe Shoe? What am I missing? Tell me. Did you know that Giselle's variation wasn't in the original production? I did know that, Brack. Isn't that interesting? Brack, you need to make a video all about what you know about these ballets. I think that people would love to see that. I highly recommend it. Okay, I'm going to trim this now. What does this say? Would you discuss faith and philosophy? Also, would you say you like the older style, more soulful mime dance? I think of great questions. I like both for different reasons. It's like artwork. There's old school artwork and contemporary art, and they're both wonderful for different reasons. But it just has to be what's the intent behind them and what are you wanting to get out of it. Faith and philosophy, that's a whole nother talk. It's a whole nother kind of discussion. I have a lot of personal feelings about faith and philosophy. I was raised in a very religious household, but I'm finding my own way now that I'm, no longer living with my parents, obviously. So I feel that it is something very personal, and I try to sort of steer clear of saying this is the, it's like there is no, it's very personal for people. Can you tell I'm a little shy about this? I don't ever want to feel like I'm forcing it on anyone. I'm rethinking what my understanding of God is, but I do think that, there is a sense of God in the universe out there, but I'm still figuring it out. Again, losing my mom last year really took a toll on me, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, I feel angry and sad and upset, and I don't know. It's a lot of I don't know. So that's where I'm at is I don't know. Oh my god, Nike's Pointe shoes, that's interesting. I know, right? Oh, Manga likes classics but prefers soul and emotion, even if the technique is not as good as today. Yes, Manga, you answered your own question, and that is it. If the soul and emotion is not there, I don't care how good of a dancer you are. It's like, it's nice, great feet, whatever, Brad Snore. Brack says, I know you don't use Snapchat that much, but could you add me? My username is BrackLove. Brack, you keep asking me that. No, I just don't add people. I just don't do Snapchat a lot, man. Do you just want the numbers? What is your deal? Do you need to talk to me? Like, what is your reason behind that? I don't know. I'm just not into Snapchat, man. Sorry. I guess I should just take down my Snapchat channel. Excuse me. Oh, the voice is going. Okay, we're at 10 minutes, guys. I'm going to stop. Just sewing for now to show you guys where I'm at. So this shoe, I can't put this one on, but you can see where the elastic is going and how much I'm almost done. And then I've got to attach it on the other side to finish it. It will end up looking like, where is he? This shoe here. This is what a finished shoe looks like. And I'll put this old shoe on so you guys can sort of see what it looks like on the foot. So if you can see my video is a little bit slow. A little delayed, I mean, so I can't see what I'm showing you guys. Let's wrap that. There we go. Now you can see. Try this ribbon on for you. Okay. Oh, I'm going to read this quick. If you Google Nike Pointe shoe, okay, I will Google Nike Pointe shoe for sure. That's so cool. Oh, Manga, you lost your mom in 2009. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Manga. Just want to have a ballerina on my Snapchat because I'm an inspiring ballerina. Oh, Brack. See, now you made me feel bad, and now that's not your fault. That's okay. I feel badly now, so okay, I will go on Snapchat and follow you. I will find you on Snapchat. It'll happen in the next couple of days, I promise. Okay? So you have my word, Brack. So here's the shoe. If you can see, oh, turn that heel out. Hello, heel. With the finished elastic, what it look like. Let's see this side. Hold on. Shoe point. This isn't my good foot. My left foot's my good foot. Get on there. Aha! Da-da-da-da! So I like that. See, it just meshes with the whole shoe. But that it can be pulled up more. Dang it! Pull up. Anything to get that shoe right onto the foot is what I'm going for. So yep, and that's what it does, and it feels nice, and it's not too. It goes over the whole foot, so I don't feel like elastic really pulling at my tendons. I like that too. There's not a lot of pressure on my Achilles heel, so that's good. So yeah. And then let's look at this new shoe. It doesn't have the elastic yet. Let's try it. What does this say? Is that what you use as elastic? Yep. Oh, this material is like, I found it at Joann's. It's like a polyester. Oh, what is the blend? It might just be polyester, but it was in the cheap bin. I mean, it was just like an extra swath of cloth, but it's stretchy. I think they use it for like leotards or skater skirts. And yeah, and then I just, dab it with, like I was saying earlier, with a little bit of my foundation makeup so that it matches the tights. So let's get this left shoe on. Ooh, my foot has swung up a bit. So there's the left shoe, and I tied the ribbons up a little bit higher than my arch. I sewed them up a little bit higher than my arch here, so I'll need to make sure that the elastic goes all the way down to here so it'll pull up this part of the shoe. Or I might actually go back and reattach the ribbon right there where you see my arch popping out, because the shoe hasn't been broken in yet. Hold on. Let's just, that's fine. Like this. Let's just bend it a little bit. Don't break. Ooh, there we go. That's there. There we go. No, still I don't like that. Yeah, see, I'm gonna take this ribbon back off and re-sew it down lower, because I just don't like the way that looks as much. But yeah, that's what I got done today. But I did get the elastic finished up there, so that'll help hold the shoe in. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what does this say? This says, I've just looked up Arabella's really interesting hot. Oh, yeah, the Nike shoes. Oh, Mango, I'm so sorry. Yeah. It's never a good time to lose your mom, man. I got to see my mom just before she passed, too. I feel really lucky, and I had some private time with her, and I would keep that to myself, y'all, so don't ask. But if you have a mom out there, give her a hug. Call her up. Tell her you love her, because you never know when they're going to go. It happens a lot faster than you think sometimes. So, but that's my 2 cents. Anyways, we are at 8:56, so I'm just going to keep on stitching a little bit longer until this is going to shut off at 9 p.m. So again, I want to thank you all so much for coming tonight and being a part of this. Thank you all for your sharing and suggestions. And now I know I've got to come to London and France and Nashville. And I love you all so much. You've been watching Ballerina Badass's Pointe Shoe Party. My name is Georgia Reed. Never give up. Never stop dancing. I love you all. Toy, toy, toy. Has this been like all... Wait. Down lower? No. Oh, good. Ha! Because I'm a dork. Wait. It's not off yet. Oh, good. It's still on. It's still on. There we go. Oh, my God, you guys. Technical difficulties. And the chicken is cooking. Okay. Ciao. Thank you. Thanks for such a helpful stream. You're welcome, Arabella. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you know that. Pretty awesome. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to, message me anytime you want. I love it. I'll get to them as fast as I can. Bye, good night. Bye, alien soup. Good night. I love this. Thanks. You're welcome, Kfish. You're welcome, Amanda. Bye, Manga12. All of you, thank you. Annie, if you're still watching, thank you. Great to talk to all of you tonight. Brack, you too. I haven't forgotten. Snapchat. For Brack. Okay. Oh my gosh, my stomach is growling. It's like, rawr. So I might have to resew.
Well, my dear, I think you actually have to go into the application until I have to stop streaming.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to go, guys. Bye. Love you all. Okay, so where do I go? Here?
To the other application, or you can, there you go.